the Friday night war that occurred over this past weekend. AEW's Rampage going up against the overrun of Friday Night Smackdown on FS1 this week. A lot of talk about the ratings coming out of this. I believe SmackDown did win the overall ratings war, but the big news is that in the head-to-head half an hour, AEW was able to edge out SmackDown. Now, this is big. It's been all over the internet. Tony Khan is throwing a fucking parade. He's so happy. James, what does this mean for everybody? And start with AEW, and then we'll talk about SmackDown in a second.
Well, the big news is that for the first time since I believe 1998, a wrestling company went head to head with WWE and beat them. That is gigantic. There is no way to short sell this. There is no way to not see the magnitude of this. There hasn't been a true contender for WWE in decades. And now it's not just the which one do you like better, which one do you think would win. Straight up, for 30 minutes, AEW beat WWE. And this wasn't NXT. This wasn't a talk show. This wasn't some half B show, main event. This was SmackDown, one of the flagship shows of WWE on Fox. This is a win for AEW. Tony Khan talked a big game, and he's been clear. He felt backed into this corner. It's not a decision he was looking to make. It's not a fight he was looking to fight, but the truth is he answered the call, and for those 30 minutes, AEW was the winner, and it's going to... And I can't see how it doesn't impact how TV stations, how networks, how big executives are going to look at wrestling going forward.
Yeah, I saw that the numbers for the overall episodes came out, and then in those, it had said that SmackDown had overall beaten Rampage, which I think we all kind of expected. SmackDown at this point is obviously supposed to be a bigger show, and Rampage is in the time slot of death. It's 10 o'clock on a Friday. It's hard to be around at 10 o'clock on a Friday to watch wrestling. I most of the time I usually end up watching it sometime the next day. So after that, then the head-to-head ratings came out, and everyone thinks that WWE leaked those initial ratings because they made them look like they win. I mean, hell, I think Darren Ravel reported that, and then Tony Khan dunked on him, which made me happy. Obligatory fuck Ravel. So, Danny, this is huge news for AEW.
Yeah, this is a big deal. This, I don't want to overhype anything. I'm just happy that it happened. I'm happy that AEW stood their ground. They planted their flag in the dirt, or like Eddie Kingston said at the show we were at, they planted their flag in the concrete, and they weren't pushed around. And hey, not to just blindly praise AEW. I think a lot of it has to do with SmackDown being on FS1 and not on Fox. As much as we were saying last week that it's not that hard to find FS1 and most people actually have it. It turned out it still made a difference. People, especially I think people watch WWE, are creatures of habit. They have their routines, and once that routine is broken in any way, like that's it. They're not putting that much effort in to watch SmackDown. It's just what they're used to. If anything from that pattern changes, they do not change with it. They just let it go. And so I think AEW really capitalized on that. They took advantage of the situation, a situation that, like you guys were saying, they were backed into. Their backs were the ones against the wall there. And, it's kind of funny. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I kind of think, SmackDown was a better episode than Rampage on Friday. And Rampage still came out on top. It was close. Rampage was good, don't get me wrong. I just think SmackDown for once was pretty good. So I don't know. I just think it's a nice victory. I wouldn't go throwing it in every WWE's fan's face because overall they still lost in a way. And on any given Friday night, they would normally, I think, lose that battle for now. But it's a great badge to wear proudly right now. Just don't go. I wouldn't throw it in any WWE fanboy's face just yet.